Blessings, welcome in. I hope everyone is doing well. I am Mel. So we're going to do, this is kind of spur of the moment reading. We're just going to see what it unfolds. I got a lot of ducks out today. So I'm guessing the energy is, it's very much so that presenting, there are potentials. There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of energy available to us. And it could be difficult for us to make decisions. Where do we want to go next? What choices do we want to make? What are we wishing to create? Those type of things. But because I rarely keep a lot of decks on my table, it's showing me that there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of choices. And it's like, okay, what works for you? And I've been kind of going back and forth, and I'm like, do I want to work with this deck? Do I want to work with this deck? What about this deck? And then I have my dragon here, and he makes his little goofy faces, and he keeps me pretty content and happy. He's got a very playful nature. And yet, I haven't figured out what deck I really want to use and what's calling me. And sometimes it almost feels like the tools that I have, the options that I have are not, they're not right. They're not sufficient. So that might be a message for some of us, that what is available right now is not what you're looking for. So don't settle for what's on the table. Like, we can go to a buffet and be like, I have every option in the book. Yet there's just that one thing they don't have on the menu. There's that one thing that's not in the buffet. And that's the one thing I really, really want. So don't compromise that. And if you're, don't compromise that. Dream a beautiful dream, which is a 19. What do you feel? And that's a 9. So we have a 199 and then a 1. Look at that. 1991. Mirrored numbers, 1991. The 1991 might be very significant for some of you. Shit, what was I in 1991? Oh God, I think I was in middle school. Sorry, that's showing my age, But anyway, but it's the point of the 1, which is the beginning. The 9 is the completion. It's completion, the end of a cycle, and then the 1 is the beginning of a new cycle. So I want to point out these blues that surround this grayscale, right? You have the earth, you have the wisdom, the knowledge, the higher realms, bringing in the sacred geometry, this structural form with that's backed by this golden light, which the earth is backed by this golden light, right? There's a lot of sacred geometry within this space. So that ties into the sacred mathematics that's going on here. Dream a beautiful dream. And what do you feel after the storm? Okay, so this is showing me, it's almost like going like this. All right, so we're going to reverse because we had mirror numbers. So what it's showing me is the micro and the macro, okay, as opposed to below. So after the storm, after whatever initiations, whatever turmoils, whatever releasings, letting go, things like that, we've just gone through, because we were at a 9. That was a completion point. We're back at the 1. So after the storm, what knowledge and wisdom, what was illuminated for us? What can we gain a higher perspective and see the structural components that built the geometric storm? Interesting. What did it gift us? And at this point, how do we feel? We're in between and we're like, okay, we're in this blank space. We're in this gray scale again. And we're looking at our world, or we're looking at the external world. And we're weighing. Again, that was back to there's so many options. What is going to work with me or work for me within this now moment? I have many tools and possibilities within this now form. Yet, in order to create my world of beautiful dreams, right? Am I going to pick oranges or am I going to pick apples? How do I feel about oranges? And how do I feel about apples? Or can I actually just make a fruit salad from the apples and the oranges and unify the two to create this beautiful dream that glistens and glows, that holds these geometric patterns? Do you see all these? Okay. Each of these cards have these constructs, these forms. And I want to point out, this one has a lot of lines and triangles, right? Squares. Same with this one. Yet with this one, everything starts to bend. This is when we start to bend light and it takes shape. We're no longer looking or seeing something from a linear perspective. We're able to see the cyclical nature of these storms. And that's interesting. So now that I switched it, it's a 1919. But that's the beauty of sacred mathematics. When you see the mirror, you can switch the orientation. It's like a spatial recognition, and you're able to shift forms in one space and then completely get a new perspective. All right, so what do you feel? Based on those feelings, what are you creating? The apple's very neat because within an apple there are 5 seeds, right? So if you were to cut an apple open and then you see the seed formation, which again, this goes back to sacred geometry, the 5 seeds are representative of the 5 elements: earth, fire, water, air, ether, or spirit. Okay? You can look at it as that orange yellow solar plexus heart. We're going to wait on that thought. Is there anything else that the Sacred Rebels would like to connect on and bring forth? Okay, no. Alright, where do we want to go next, Spirit? The angels are calling me a little while ago. And please bear with me because I'm not completely familiar with this deck, so I may read from the deck, but I will do my best to work intuitively. And yeah, the iron. The iron. That's that duality, bringing truth, justice, impartial. They're the watchers. How are you observing your reality after the storm? Here's the thing. Whatever has occurred, the illumination that was brought forth, the codexes that were the wisdom and knowledge, gifted a new opportunity. What seemed like a storm that blew through, it gifted you the opportunity to feel something and then question your reality and then start seeing the world in a different way, gifting the opportunity to dream bigger, to see the spaciousness, the grid systems within your reality and how you connect to them. Yeah. All right. So 32. And don't beat me up, guys, if I'm not pronouncing these names correctly. But Jahudel. Now, I want to point out with majority of these archangels, it's interesting because their names have L in them. E-L, okay? Hence, I'm not going to lie. That's why I go by ML. It's the Elohim. It's the Elohai. Okay, they're the creator gods. They are the builders. Okay, yeah, that's okay. All right, so we have a bit of a warrior aspect here. He has this whip that stars, and then the salamander, and the triskele. There's the mother maiden crone aspect here, but it's a fire element. His heart is adorned. 3, 2, and a 5. You have the statues of Easter Island, right? So some of that mythology could be coming through for some of you. I'm going to read, because again, like I said, some of these angels some of these angels I'm very familiar with and I've worked with, but some of them come through when they're necessary. So this is all about leadership and endeavor. The angel of figureheads, Jehudel's name means laudation of God. Let's see, can you guys see that? I'm sorry. Laudation of God, and he helps us to feel qualified to step into our own guiding and leadership roles. Like his image in the oracle, Jehudel is often depicted wearing a crown and carrying a 3-pronged whip, representing the divine authority of Holy Trinity. He is linked with the Sacred Heart, helping us to recognize our own Christ consciousness, so we may live heaven on earth and teach it to others. If you are in a position of authority, ask Jehudel to help you act with integrity at all times, and to acknowledge the true power is the power of love, not the love of power. The message here is, I'm assisting you with your spiritual endeavor. You're a natural leader. Stay true to your integrity.